Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the live Rob Maness Show. We've got a great guest today. Here's the title of the show: Will we remain idle while liberal agendas destroy our nation from the inside out? Well, folks, citizens are stepping up to run for office all over the country. Citizens who still believe in America first and our founding values. As the 2022 election cycle gets underway, we're going to have more candidates on the show to give them an opportunity to get their message out. Today's guest is a Republican running for Congress in Florida's 10th district against a Democratic incumbent, and her name is Val Demings. You remember her from the impeachment days of Donald Trump. As a father, a pastor, and constitutional conservative, he is a living, breathing example of the American dream. He's also a North Carolina native. He grew up without a father in a low-income community. His mom worked to provide the best she could, and he attributes that with God's guidance, he found a calling to better the lives of others throughout the greatest nation on earth. He joined the ministry to share God's word amongst various communities throughout the United States, and in 2010, he formed the Black Republican Association to combat the unfounded negative stereotypes so often lodged against the party freed the slaves. In 2014, guest relocated to Florida to obtain his PhD in religious studies while preaching throughout the greater Orlando community and has remained in Orange County, Florida ever since. In short, this man believes in God and country, and most importantly, that anybody, regardless of what station they're born to, can succeed in America. From a policy perspective, he unequivocally supports the Second Amendment. He thinks we have to maintain the right to bear arms. Otherwise, once the Second Amendment falls, so too will our First Amendment rights and all other inalienable rights. It's time our federal government puts America first, not foreign nations, and not illegal immigrants. Our immigration policy must be reformed. Our borders must be secured. And of course, our elections must be secured and rid of fraud and interference. Dr. Willie Montague, welcome to the Rob Maness Show, sir.
Thank you. It's an honor to be on the show, and I'm excited.
Well, thanks for joining us today. I know that you are extremely busy, even though we're a very long ways out from an election day, your first election day in this race. But tell my viewers, just give them the 1 minute, why is Dr. Willie Montague running for this office?
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we have to get back to common sense, especially as we've seen what has taken place over the last months and last year, quite frankly, of what's happening on the left and the agenda, really to spearhead an assignment to come against the nuclear family, come against our Second Amendment, and just come against the Constitution. So I'm running to make sure that we can safeguard our rights and make sure that we're protected and guarded. Our family has quality of life. And so it's about getting back to common sense and really making sure that government is representation, not dictatorship.
Mr. Montague, Dr. Montague, this is a Democrat district. Val Demings is a powerful Democrat in the U.S. Congress. I mentioned in my opening monologue that we are facing an opponent here that actually was on the impeachment team and spoke against the last president of the United States on the floor to get him impeached from office, although he was acquitted both times because the charges were trumped up, so to speak. And false, but she's very strong. So how can you win a district like that?
It's about engagement. The number one thing that I've seen that really can flip a true Democrat area is about engagement, and that's engagement in the inner cities. That's engagement with the NPAs, making sure that they realize that what they've been sitting under is not really the American values. It's not the American dream. And so that's what I'm going forth with when I go into the community, sharing with them, look at what you've seen over the last 6 to 7 years before it switched over to actually being under Democrat reign, that there was prosperous communities. There were better jobs and more job opportunities, and the unemployment rate was lower. And so this is what I relay as the message. We have to win in that district by letting them know, look at destruction that has happened just in a 6-year time frame, and imagine what it will be if we allow for another 2 years of seeing the rate that we're going at now in our country.
Willie, I'm just getting word that our stream is not going live, so we're going to restart this program. I know you have time. I apologize for that, but the stream is apparently not live, and we've got just a few minutes to get it restarted. I'll be right back, and we'll go through all this again.
Get a favor.
Say again?
The website is teamwillie.com.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Teamwillie.com?
Yes.
Okay.